Hello everybody, welcome to the Three Lotus Tarot. Today we are going to ask the question, which aspect of me needs to grow and develop for my highest good? Okay, so we're going to do that via a pick a card reading. You got it. Okay, so we're going to use the Tarot of the Golden Wheel for our main reading. And then, of course, we're going to finish off with the Archangel Power Oracle card. Okay, and we have our three piles here. And let's get them going. The first pile is the Nine of Cups. Pile 1, Nine of Cups with don't quit. Don't quit. Okay, and then this pile 2 is Knight of Cups with radiate positivity. Can you see? That's why it says that, radiate positivity with the Knight of Cups, pile 2. And pile 3, guys, the Two of Swords, together with I'll be there for you. Can you see that? This is like the friends so far, right? I'll be there for you. Okay, so pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. When you're ready, please go to the timestamps below and check out your reading. I'll see you there, guys. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Nine of Cups, a beautiful high energy card, and don't quit. Yeah, nobody wants to quit this lifestyle, right? Okay, so the question that we have today that we're going to ask our guides is, which aspect of me needs to grow and develop for my highest good? So we're going to ask your spirit guides. The spirit guides of pile 1, can we find out please which aspect of pile 1 needs to grow and develop for their highest good? What aspect of pile 1 needs to grow and develop for their highest good? The spirit guides of pile 1, which aspect of pile 1 needs to grow and develop for their highest good? Okay, that's too many cards, of course. Let's put that back. Which aspect of pile 1 needs to grow and develop for their highest good? All right, so let's look at these cards. Let me adjust your protagonist card, and you have pile 1, Strength. The Seven of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, the Devil, and the Four of Wheels. Okay, I see the message for you, pile 1. Which aspect of you needs to grow and develop for your highest good? I see that what you are now, you're living a very good, luxurious, happy life. Okay, you are fulfilled. You have already reached a certain status, a certain freedom in life where you get to do what you want to do. You get to live the life you want to live. Generally, you may not have everything that your heart desires, but you do have a lot. So it's a good life for you and you're happy. You do enjoy your life. And look at that here. You know, there's like a lot of little luxuries that sometimes you may even take for granted. Okay, pile 1. And I love it that your symbol says don't quit. Don't quit. And you know what your cards are telling me? Look, we have the Strength and we have the Seven of Wands together. These are telling me that the aspect of you that needs to grow and develop for your highest good is that you need to employ a little strength in terms of discipline for yourself. employ some boundaries, some parameters, so that you don't go like a runaway train with the wonderful life that you're living now. Sometimes the Nine of Cups is seen as like overindulgence. Okay, because you could be just not realizing that there's so much beauty and blessings in your life, and then you take it for granted, and then you just like go, and then you go to the next level of indulgence without thinking about it. So you are advised by your spirit guides that you must practice some strength, some discipline, and build parameters for yourself, build boundaries for yourself, where you know that, okay, I know that I have a good life. I know I'm very blessed. I know that it's a beautiful life, but there is benefit to knowing how to control yourself, how to curb yourself to a certain extent, because we don't want to overindulge. That would be the shadow aspect of the Nine of Cups. Okay, and I also see that you have the Devil here, which is very apt in the sense that you may be so called by the material goods of the world, of the 3D world. You may be like, I am enjoying my life so much, I'm just gonna not think about anybody else. Of course you don't think this, right? Power one, you don't think in your head, I don't think about anybody else, I just want to take care of myself. You don't think this. But if you don't watch and manage how you live your life and your lifestyle, then the like level 2 becomes the norm, and then you move up to level 3, and level 3 becomes the norm, and then you move up to level 4 without actually knowing that you're progressing in that overindulgence, right? So the Devil is there. That devil energy tells us that you may be at risk for addiction, and I just love this life. I'm gonna have like lobster every day, I'm gonna buy, I'm going to drink, etc. Okay, so be careful about that, because we don't want that to tip you over the edge and you go into the other side of the Nine of Cups, right? So the Four of Wheels tells us to keep to yourself, to hold true, to remember that the true you, who you are inside, you have to protect that. You have to nurture who you really are inside, and not let that runaway train take you on its joyride without you really knowing what's happening. Okay, and the Wheel of Fortune tells us, like from one aspect to another aspect, it's just a blink of an eye. It's just a blink of an eye, Pile One, that you can go from indulgence, happiness, comfort, fulfillment in life, to overindulgence, right? It's just like that. It's one step away. So you need to know this. Number one, be aware of it, and then number two, be grateful for the luxuries, for the happiness, for the joys, for the blessings that you have in your life. But then see if there's anything else, anybody you can help, anybody can pass on some happiness to, anybody else that you can share your little luxuries with, versus just taking it all for yourself. Okay, of course you deserve it. If you've worked hard and then you have achieved a certain something and you're happy about it, that's wonderful. But well, it never hurts to share that love and share that joy around. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune is turning, and then that is the time when you may see, okay, am I going to grow and develop for my highest good, or I may forget myself, right? Okay, let's see. Spirit guides of Pile One, is there anything else that we can advise Pile One for their growth and development towards the highest good? Anything else that we can advise Pile One for their growth and development towards their highest good? Okay. Right. And lastly, so you have the Ten of Cups. pile 1. Okay, so maybe what I'll do is I'll put this card up here, and then we've got the 10 of Cups down here. You also have the Hanged Man. It's a beautiful Hanged Man, so delicate and graceful. 4 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Swords, as well as the Ace of Wheels. So it tells us pretty much that same advice. So I think this is a big lesson for you. This is a big thing for you to work on if you are wanting to grow and develop yourself for your highest good. This can, you know, take time to build and develop for yourself. It's not something that you can do or need to do overnight. All right, so you have the 10 of Cups. Yes, you know, you're on your way from the 9 of Cups to the 10 of Cups. You're on your way to great joy and happiness, like, you know, excessive happiness, fulfillment, contentment, right? And if you continue that way without consideration for how you're going to manage your lifestyle and yourself and your relationships with others, it may go the other way. So be aware of that. You don't want to be the Hanged Man and just pause here without changing. The 4 of Swords also tells you that, you know, take a rest now, take a rest and figure it out, because you can start something new for yourself. You can start a new way of being. I'm not telling you that you have to cut away everything that gave you joy and gave you happiness and gave you like, I love my life. No, definitely not. You know, you have worked hard for it and you deserve it, and it may be your karma and you deserve to be happy now. The only thing that your spirit guides are telling you is these 2 things. Okay, just to have some strength in managing your lifestyle and yourself, so that you don't have the energy of the devil come through and pull you off the correct path. Okay, right, so that's a beautiful I think piece of advice there for you. So remember, don't quit. You're being asked to have that strength to continue to build yourself up, because there is definitely a highest good that you can aim towards, pile 1. All right, I'm proud of you. Okay, there's too many cards here, so I'm going to try and just get one. The Archangel Power Oracle deck. What do the angels advise you for any specific actions you may take? What do the angels advise you for specific actions you may take in your journey for growth and development? Okay, anything else? Anything else? All right. Let's take these 2 cards. All right. So you have the 9 of Michael. Your worry is unnecessary. Focus your thoughts on the outcome that you desire. Release feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. So pile 1, the energy of the 10 of Cups is there for you to enjoy. The energy of the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Cups is there for you to enjoy. So if you're feeling guilty about having so much, if you're feeling worried now, please don't worry. All you need to do is just focus on who you want to be at the end of the day. Okay, when the time for I don't know, judgment comes, when you are at the end of your journey and you think back on your life, who do you want to see yourself as? Who do you want? What do you want people to say about you, your loved ones? What do they remember of you? So focus on the outcome that you desire, and then leave everything else to the angels. You also have the Ace of Gabriel, a gift of passion, opportunity, and inspiration, the chance to do something amazing, and a sense of wonder. So together with the Ace of Wheels, you really do have that beautiful life that's waiting there for you. It really is amazing, you know. So you are not in the you're not in the wrong place, pile 1. You deserve, obviously you deserve the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Cups, and it's all there waiting for you. You will only grow from better to better. Okay, so in the spirit of growth, then remember to temper yourself, because being uncontrollable is never the best thing for anybody. Okay, so pile 1, I hope that that reading has been helpful for you. If it has, please give me a thumbs up. Do join the family. Please subscribe to the 3 Lotus Tarot. I really look forward to having you here. I want to build this channel up, and I'm aiming for 1.2k subscribers in a couple months time, like I mentioned a couple of readings ago. So I hope you'll join the family, and until I see you in the next one, bye bye. Hello pile 2, I am so happy to have you here for your reading. You chose the Knight of Cups together with Radiate Positivity. Yes, so there may be some offer or some happy occasion coming in for you, but let's get the rest of your cards and see what your reading is all about. Let's ask your spirit guides. Okay, spirit guides of pile 2, spirit guides of pile 2, what aspect of pile 2 needs to grow and develop for their highest good? What aspect of pile 2 needs to grow and develop for their highest good? Spirit guides of pile 2. Which aspect of pile 2 needs to grow and develop for their highest good? Okay, so many cards have come up. Oh, wow. Something special, pile 2. Okay, so you have the King of Wands, the Queen of Swords. I love this. The King of Cups. See, I told you something special. I saw some of the cards. 4 of Swords, the Hanged Man. Some similar cards with pile 1. The 7 of Cups and the Ace of Wheels, ending your reading. So this also came out exactly at the end of the reading for pile 1. Okay, so let's take a look at your cards and unpack so many court cards for you, right? Let's unpack what aspect of pile 2 needs to grow and develop for their highest good. So I love the fact that I love this combination, even though they're not a like an accurate couple, like wands and swords, but the wands, King of Wands and the Queen of Swords always gives me a beautiful energy. And now coupled with the King of Cups, it gives me, like, you know, an even better message for you. So pile 2, you are called by your spirit guides to develop these areas of yourself because you have that potential to get to the King and Queen energies. Okay, so the King of Wands is all about courage, conviction, charisma, confidence, knowing what to do. The Queen of Swords is all about intelligence and being able to take decisions and then, you know, action them out the way that they need to be actioned out. And King of Cups is about having empathy. It has a very stable, highest elevation of emotional stability, emotional maturity. These cards will not how do you call that, like drag you down. Pile 2, if you heed the advice of your spirit guides and aim towards these things, because the suit of the wands, the suit of swords, and the suit of the cups is what you need to make yourself as holistic as possible, because then you will become the King of Pentacles. Because when you have all these skill sets and personality traits, you're bound to have a very beautiful, balanced, successful life in the 3D world. Okay, so the energy of the kings is usually like a strong, more aggressive, very sure of themselves, very mature energy. Whereas the energy of the queen is a softer, more feminine energy. So she is not so hard pressed to effect what the king thinks, but she will take a look and be observant and be empathetic towards others around her, the situation around her, so that she can make the best decision possible that is good for everybody around her. So now you can understand when I say, if you put together the energies of the king and the queen, it becomes like such a balanced, beautiful energy that is not overly firm, overly aggressive, or overly soft, overly sympathetic. Okay, and like I mentioned, the suit of the wands, the suit of the swords, the suit of the cups, it all binds you together, and it will bring you to such success in the 3D world. Okay, that's what you need to work towards. And there may be an opportunity for you to learn this lesson or practice these skill sets or these personality traits. There may be a situation that's coming up that will give you the opportunity to learn it. Okay, so take your time and understand that a lot of different situations around you or different people around you could ask of you different approaches. Which is why when you have the combination of these three, you will be able to figure out what is the best approach, what is the best communication style, what is the best relationship, what is the best way that you can make the particular situation a success, that you can bring the particular situation to a successful either resolution or to a successful start or execution beautifully. All right, so don't take this too hard upon yourself. Just take the time to learn up these skill sets and these personality traits, and there is a beautiful new start out there for you when you do this. Okay, even when you are in the midst of learning and practicing, you will see that new opportunities come that are a direct result of you employing these skill sets. So you will see the results already rolling in. Okay, let's see what else. What specific actions can Pile 2 take? Any specific actions Pile 2 can take to grow and develop these skill sets? Any specific actions that Pile 2 can take to grow these skill sets? Okay. So, Pile 2, you have the Ace of Swords. Let me adjust these cards for you first. Okay, So how will you manifest these new opportunities and new starts? Okay. The Ace of Swords, yes. See, I told you, opportunities will come for you to practice. Okay. The Queen of Cups, and she appears in conjunction with the King of Cups. So you have all the court cards of the cups here. So there's a lot of emotional stability, emotional maturity. You need to get your emotions in a beautiful place. There must be perhaps, you know, your ability to understand other people, your ability to empathize, and therefore that helps your communication, your understanding, your management of other people and situations. It also talks about like cups, right? So it's your relationships with yourself and other people, your relationships with yourself, remember, the relationship with yourself and with others. So if you employ kindness, if you employ gratitude, that all comes into that whole package. So there's a lot that you can work on in terms of the emotional front, from the emotional front, as you work on the wands and the swords as well. Your last card is the Five of Wands, pile 2, and that means that it's not going to come easy. Like I told you, you got to take that time to slowly learn it up. It's not going to come easy, but you don't have to worry, because you do have your spirit guides are advising you to do this. So your spirit guides will definitely be there to help you and guide you through the entire thing as well. Okay, the entire journey. That is very helpful. Now let's get some advice from the Archangel Power Oracle deck. Can we please get some final pieces of advice for pile 2? Let's get some final pieces of advice for pile 2. Please. Any final piece of advice for pile 2? Wow. Okay. Suddenly we have so many cards that came out. All right, so let's take a look at these cards together. You have the World. What did I tell you? When you employ, when you practice, when you learn and perfect, as close to perfection as we can get, because we can't really be perfect, right? But if you work on all these suits, the wands, the swords, and the cups, you will have that beautiful, beautiful energy at the end of the day. So a very happy ending, coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight, guys. Okay, I'm gonna put this here because I don't want to cover the suits that you have to work on. Okay, you also have Six of Raphael. Embrace your inner child, new friends or rekindled relationships, children or childhood. So the Six of Raphael is like the Six of Cups, and the Six of Cups, again, the cups and the cups and the cups. You have so many cups. Six of Cups for me represents the foundation of you, the foundation of your person, because of all the experiences and the nurturing and the family situations that you have gone through in your past, you know, whether they were beautiful or whether they were lacking, that all brings you to who you are today. So build your foundation. You know, we're not talking about the past now, but we're talking about you building your foundation. Okay, we also have, oh my gosh, new beginnings, guys, starting a new life, finding your purpose. Oh, look at that. A forgiving and compassionate review of the past. Yes. So whatever in the past that may have happened, don't hold yourself too much to task with it. You can understand it, you can review it, you can realize the lessons that you need to learn. But now is the time. Your spirit guides have told you what you need to work on, and now is the time to work on these new things for a beautiful ending. Okay, the Three of Michael, release. Oh wow, see, release the past. You will grow from this situation. Time heals all wounds. I don't know if something in the past has been challenging for you, has been hurtful for you, whether it's been traumatic, which is why we also, perhaps the Six of Cups, when we talked about your childhood or your foundation, your background, perhaps it has been a challenge for you, and perhaps that's why you need to work so much on the emotional aspect. Okay, but your spirit guides are telling you to release the past, learn the lessons that you need to learn from there, and then take yourself forward, because there is a new beginning that will end with the beautiful the world. Wow, okay, I'm really hopeful for you, Pile 2, and I think it's a fantastic message that your spirit guides have brought to you, and that's why you do have radiate positivity. I dedicate this to you, Pile 2. This is for you. I hope that you have really liked this reading. If you have, do give me a thumbs up, and please join the family. Subscribe to the Three Lotus Tarot. I'm waiting to welcome you to the family. If you have not yet subscribed, if you have, I truly appreciate you. And if you're leaving me comments, thank you so much. If you like my readings, please come back for the next one. And until I see you, then bye-bye. Hi, Pile 3. You have chosen the Two of Swords with the I'll be there for you so far. You have some issues with making decisions, Pile 3. Anyway, let's get the rest of your cards and see what your spirit guides want to advise you about which aspect of Pile 3 needs to grow and develop for their highest good. Okay, we're asking the spirit guides of Pile 3, what aspect of Pile 3 needs to grow and develop for their highest good? Which aspect of Pile 3 needs to develop and grow for their highest good? 3 cards here. That's too many cards. Okay, which aspect of Pile 3 should they develop and grow for their highest good, please, spirit guides of Pile 3? Okay, let's take a look at your cards. So you have the Devil, the Page of Wands, the Fool, and the Seven of Wheels. Okay, I see a couple of different messages here for you, I believe. Let me see. Let me unpack them. Page of Wands, the Fool. Okay. Anything else, spirit guides? Anything else for Pile 3 to develop and grow for their highest good? Okay, nothing yet. So I see Pile 3 that maybe you find it challenging to make decisions, or you're usually torn. You're torn between this and this, and this may be something in particular that you're experiencing now. For some of you, this is something in particular, there is something that you're experiencing in particular now that is making you not know what to do, not know where to go, you know, and you are advised to put aside the energy of the devil. You're advised to not think so hard, not listen to the little devil that's sitting on your shoulder and whispering scary things to you, things that make you fear making that decision, things that make you fear choosing in particular one action. Yes, so that's for some of you who are experiencing a particular situation now that you are torn for. Okay, so you are advised to put the devil aside and pick your highest good. Okay, so pick the decision, pick the choice, pick the alternative that you know in the long run is going to be better for you, number one, and for the people around you, number two. That's what is coming across for those of you who have a situation now. Okay, but also what aspect of pile 3 needs to develop and grow for their highest good? For all you others who generally you may find that, you know, you come across, you feel that you're always coming across decisions or situations that is hard for you. You feel that, oh my gosh, why is there another decision to make? Oh my gosh, why is it always that I have a situation where I'm pulled left and I'm pulled right, and why can't things just work, you know, in symmetry, in alignment, and I always have this clashing that's happening? If you feel that a lot of the time, then the aspect for that you need to grow and develop, your spirit guides are telling you, is to just start. Okay, don't think too much. A lot of the decisions that you have to make, a lot of the situations that you feel are pulling you left, right, and center are not so scary. They really aren't. They really are quite simple. You don't have to fear making the decisions. You can just think what is the best thing to do in your mind, in your heart, you know, and then go for it. Don't think so hard, because a lot of times, 80% of the time, these are decisions or situations that are not going to change your life, then are not going to, you know, like pin you down if you make the wrong decision. So you can begin by learning how to make these decisions, these easier decisions. Learn how to listen to yourself, listen to your intuition, listen to your mind, and then go for it. So that's the 7 of wheels there. Learn to practice to that making of decisions and going for it without waiting for too long. Does this sound familiar to Pile 1's lesson? Okay, I'm sorry, I can't really remember, but if you have this problem, then just remember, you have to practice now. Your spirit guides are advising you, practice now the decision making process, the ability to look at the factors and the aspects that are at play and make a decision, because 80% of the time these decisions are not do or die. They're not going to pin you down forever. So when it comes to those really big decisions, then you take your time, that's fine, but learn how to make the easy decisions. Okay, so start with that first. Start with that. That's what the 7 of wheels is advising you. You practice, and then by the time the big decisions come about, you will know the process to go through, and you'll be able to do it easily. Okay, so spirit guides of Pile 3, what aspects, what specific actions can pile 3 do to grow and develop this aspect for their highest good? What specific actions? What specific actions can pile 3 take to grow and develop for their highest good? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, firstly, pile 3, you have the 4 of Wands, then the Page of Wheels, Page of Wheels with the Page of Wands, 10 of Wheels, which is the 10 of Pentacles. Oh my goodness, look at that, with the Fool. Justice, 10 of Cups, guys. Okay, so I want to tell you that you learning how to do this is going to help you become much more confident about yourself, much more happy, much more stable. You will have self-belief. You will have the ability to respect your own decision-making process, your own thought analysis, your ability to analyze the situation that is happening around you, and then to be able to come to a conclusion, come to a resolution, or come to a recommendation for yourself or for others as to what action to take next. So it will really balance you out and help you live a balanced life, a happy life. 10 of Wheels, 10 of Cups, 4 of Wands, there's celebration, there is legacy, there is balance, there is stability, right? So the biggest thing I want to tell you, pile 3, is understand that out of all the situations and scenarios you feel that are coming at you and pulling at you left, right, and center for a decision or for an answer or for your input, 80% of it should not merit so much worry, so much analysis, so much thinking from your side. Okay, 80%. Of course, you have the big decisions 20% of the time, but 80% of the time, you don't need to get so stressed out about it. Okay, but what you need to learn is look at the situation, take into account all the bits of information and the impact that it's going to have on people or the environment around you, and then make that decision. You will be guided to make that decision. Your spirit guides are here to help you, and that's why they're telling you now that for your highest good, you need to grow and develop this ability of making decisions, of knowing how to analyze and then make up your mind. Okay, and see, it's pointing up to this sunburst here. So I believe that you have the potential, you have the capability, you just don't trust yourself at the moment, but your spirit guides are telling you, trust yourself. Yes, you need to do the proper due diligence, you need to do the proper analysis, but remember, 80% of the time, the 2000% of analysis and 20 hours of research is not necessary. Okay, only 20% of the time it is. And if you do this, just listen to yourself when you have looked at the information that's available and you have used your brain to put the pieces together, then listen to yourself and go ahead and make that decision. Practice it. Okay, practicing it with the small decisions will make you much better, more confident, and have more self-belief when the bigger decisions come about. All right, so let's end with an Archangel Power Oracle card. What do the angels have as advice for pile 3, please, in their journey for growth and development towards their highest good? Ooh, okay, what advice? Any other advice? Wow, okay, so one card came out for you, pile 3, and I think that one card says it all. The High Priestess. See, powerful psychic insights, reflection, and meditation that provides valuable information. Be at peace. Trust in yourself. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your heart. Listen to your mind when it tells you something, and then go ahead and do it. Okay? And look, even this your icon that you choose, it says, I'll be there for you. Your spirit guides are there for you. They're on this journey with you to help you grow, to help you learn, so that you will reach your highest good. Okay? And the High Priestess is there. That means you have intuition. You have, sometimes that peak ability into the other world, and you will know. Listen to what your mind is telling you. Listen to what your intuition is telling you, and go ahead and get it done. But you're not going to get it done like that. So practice, pile 3. Okay, so that's about it. That's what I see for you, pile 3. If you have enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. And if you have not yet subscribed to the Three Lotus Tarot, please do it now. I want to welcome you to the family. I upload 3 times a week. And if you like these readings, please come back for the next one. Until then, bye-bye.